I remember Fred Savage. It's something sort of like
Vampirism.
Yep.
Boy's Nightman!
Oh my god! Oh, we cracked the fucking
Holy
case!
fuck.
Not to turn this into fucking Zach's fucking Sweet Chuck tier time. Hello and welcome to another episode of What's the Hold Up, the only husband and wife podcast to combine dick jokes and nostalgia on a regular basis. The premise is simple. We take a movie or show that we remember from our childhoods and gaze upon it with adult eyes and modern sensibilities to see if it holds up. Sometimes things are better than we remember, but oftentimes they're worse. Without further ado, I'm Zach.
And I'm Heather.
And tonight we're going to be revisiting Little Monsters.
Little Monsters. Oh, Little Monsters, 1989.
Yeah.
Starring Fred Savage and Howie Mandel, the Mandel, and Daniel Stern.
Oh.
Also Ben Savage.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ben Savage is Fred Savage's brother.
You know what those brothers are?
Brothers are savage as fuck.
We're so smart.
Yeah, we're so...
Something.
Yeah, sure, smart is a good
Yeah, something.
All right.
So
Do you have a synopsis of the movie?
I do. A boy discovers an incredible and gruesome world of monsters under his bed. Tagline: some friends can be real monsters, and some monsters can be real friends.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds awesome. So, this is probably the first, oh my god, I almost said reader submitted. This is the first listener submitted idea.
Who sent this, Tony?
Mr. Anthony Levesque.
Yes.
Of Amesbury, Massachusetts.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Requested that we do Little Monsters. And, we told him to go fuck himself. But then, after careful consideration, we were like, we got nothing better to do. Sure, we'll do Little Monsters.
Yeah, why not?
So, Heatherito,
Yeah.
Heathertron 5000.
Thank you, Rob Schneider.
What do you... The Heathmeister! Heathito Bendito, the Heatherator.
I love Heathito
Making
Bendito.
copies. Thank you. So...
I request that you call me that.
Heathito Bendito?
Yeah.
Sure. Or should it be Heatherito Bendito?
Heathito Bendito.
Heathito Bendito.
Anyway, so you're trying to ask me what I remember, right? Is that what you're...
What do you recall about Little Monsters?
I don't know what you're going for there.
Can't I do an original thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. Yes,
They all have to be references to other things?
totally.
Farm.
Totes.
The nuts.
Oh, you're doing Riff Raff.
Sure.
You're doing Riff Raff.
Going for Alfred Hitchcock, but sure.
Riff Raff.
Good evening.
Riff Raff.
Tonight we'll be...
But it's Riff Raff, though. Anyway, so what do I...
Walk this way.
Oh my god. Little Monsters,
It's astounding.
I hate your face. I'm just
I'm
kidding.
sorry, go on.
I love your face. I remember...
Time is fleeting.
You were the worst.
I'm sorry, go on. I won't do it again.
Yeah, you will.
No, I won't.
Why don't you tell us what you remember about Little Monsters? Since you are one yourself.
Well, I seem to recall that there was one part where madness took its toll.
It's gonna take its toll tonight. I can tell you that. It's gonna be a live murder on podcast. Starring Zach.
You fuck, it's not gonna be live then. You dumb shit, they're not listening to it live.
That's true.
A live murder. A live taped murder.
Yeah, live taped murder.
I'm sorry. So, I really am... Go on. So, what do you recall about the movie?
I'm sorry, does your cup say text P? I'm sorry.
It says PETA!
Oh, it does, okay.
This is a Mockingjay cup.
Text P.
Text P!
But
I know!
so for me, like, it just looks like it says text
it says text P. Yes, I understand it. I get it.
Too.
I get it, yes. I get it.
You can edit that out. That'll be an outtake.
Yeah.
For
So,
another
I'm
day.
sorry. So, Heather,
So-
what do you recall about Little Monsters?
I recall, that it was a really bizarre movie.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like a really fucked up movie.
They allowed for some fucked up shit in kids' movies
lots
back
of
then.
Craziness. And I can't remember anything specifically, though. I just remember that it was really bizarre,
Oh, right.
like really messed up.
So
and
here...
it was Fred Savage
Right.
and Unrecognizable Howie Mandel. Like,
Well, yeah, he's under heavy makeup.
yeah, like super
prosthetics and
heavy
makeup,
prosthetics and makeup, but in like a good way. Like the movie was weird in a good way. Like I
it was
always
weird
liked
in a
this
good
movie.
way. I like it too. It's definitely grotesque. There are definitely parts of it
Yes.
that are grotesque.
Yeah.
So, I recall that the monster's weakness was light.
Yes.
Because I know they had to get a bunch
Yep.
of flashlights and whatnot.
Yeah.
This was the first movie, well, possibly only movie actually, but first time that I ever heard the phrase over-the-shoulder boulder holder in place of bra.
Yeah.
Because that's what they... there was a redheaded girl that Fred Savage had a crush on, one of his classes, and that's the way that Howie Mandel described her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just remember that there's this whole underground, like, underworld of weird monsters and stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost a little bit like Monsters, Inc. Because they
Yeah.
come through, not doors, they come under, like, it's doors for them. But
Right.
for us, it's under the bed and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's like this whole other, except they're not scaring to get anything to, like, they don't gain
They're
anything from
just
it, it's just
sharing for
fun.
giggles.
Yeah. Well, there's a part, I remember when they have a newborn baby that they bring down there, and Fred Savage is all like, or no, they go up to its room, I don't know. I remember Fred Savage, it's something sort of like
Vampirism.
Yep. Where he starts to, like, develop the same physiology as the monsters.
Attributes.
Where attributes? Sure, yeah, he has, like, a 12 charisma and a, like, 14 dexterity. But he's only got a 3
Nerd.
strength, so he can't... Nerd! Shut up.
Take that.
Yeah, I
With
guess
your condescension.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess I rolled the one, like, condescension check. Anyways, that'd be bad. No, I'm
I know.
sorry. Well, actually, if it was second edition rules, you want to roll low for a check. Wow. All right. Anyways, I'm sorry. So, low would be bad if I was rolling to attack.
Right.
Sorry, we're talking about little monsters.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I remember that the longer that Fred Savage is with the monsters, the more he takes on their whatever. Like he can't go in the
starts,
light.
Like, growing horns, doesn't he? I think he gets like the beginnings of horns.
I don't recall that, but I remember that light starts to hurt him. He has to wear
Yeah.
sunglasses and stuff.
I vaguely remember.
This is also one of those weird movies where by the end of the movie, the bully that bullies him and the girl from earlier is somehow on their team,
Yeah.
like with them at the end. I always hated movies like that because that happened a lot in kids' movies and 80s movies where somehow the bully ends up on their team at some point. And I always thought it was dumb because that was like the least
Realistic
thing to me. Because I'm like, yeah, no, that asshole at school who called me fat and, you know, made fun of me and said, why don't you go eat some Twinkies? That's not the kid who, like, if monsters invade is like, you know what? We should forget our distance. Bleh. We should forget our differences and, like, band together to fight the monsters. Fuck
Yeah.
no. He's the one that's over there like, hey, look, monsters, I just pulled down his pants. See his tiny wingus?
Wow.
Yeah, I know I said wingus.
Wingus.
I think I meant to say dingus.
Perhaps. That could be.
Penis! Penis fart.
Penis fart.
That's...
It's the taste of your life. When
Penis
the
fart
chicken
should
says the 2 pairs are done.
Penis fart should be a band name.
I bet it is.
It is. Penis fart.
No,
And then whenever they perform,
I bet it is.
and then whenever they perform without the lead singer, they call it fart penis.
Fart.
That was a very vulgar version of a Parks and Recreation joke for you guys.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. But yeah, Little Monsters. I remember there were monsters in it, and they were little. No, actually, the funny part is I don't
They're
remember
not
any of the
even
monsters
little.
actually being little.
Yeah.
No. There were some legitimately frightening parts, though. I don't know if you remember. So the monsters have a boss, and his name is Boy.
Okay.
Unless it's Boyd, but I believe it's Boy. And so his face was like a regular human face, but the edges, almost like seams, it was like bloody, so it was almost as if he was wearing a human face, like wearing the skin as like a face mask. Yeah, it was freaky. I remember being grossed out by that. And a lot of the monster design and makeup and stuff kind of grossed me out. Did you ever see the movie Basket Case?
No.
Okay.
I never did.
I
always saw the box for it at the video store, but I never watched it.
Despite the fact that it's a cult classic, I am not a huge fan of the original Basket Case. What I am, however, a fan of, and I will show you, like on YouTube or something, some clips so you can get a feeling of what I'm talking about, but what I was a fan of was Basket Case 2 and 3. Basket Case 2 and 3 are these ridiculous, over-the-top horror comedy movies, but there's just so many freaks and these awesome freakish prosthetics that they are using for like the freak makeup are just so grotesque, but also just so awesome looking. Like there's like one dude who has like so many teeth they won't all fit in his mouth, but it was that really over the top, like they weren't going for realism or anything, but it was real enough looking. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't look like they were wearing a mask. Little Monsters makes me think of that.
Cool. Let's go watch this.
Let's go watch Little Monsters.
I'm excited. I haven't seen this movie in a long time.
I think we should I think that's what it should be called instead of Lil, like Lil apostrophe.
Lil.
Like, Lil Monsters. They're here to strike terror in your heart. Wait. No. I want it to sound like love. Wait, hold on. So...
I want terror to sound like love.
No, shut up. Little Monsters. They're here to shit.
Yep.
They're here to scare you with love. No, that's not.
No.
Fuck, I can't think of.
Scare you with friendship.
it.
Friendship is tragic.
I thought you said Never mind. I don't want to tell you what I thought you said.
Yeah.
I thought you said French-ip.
French?
Yeah, like you were trying to say French ship, but you said it quick and you were like, French-ip? Like, what?
Wow.
Like, they'll scare you with French-ip? And I'm like,
French-ip.
What is that? Like French dip?
There's American-ip and French-ip. There's Spanish-ip.
God Christ. All right, let's go watch.
I like Italian-ip.
I like Italian-ip. You are an Italian-ip.
I know.
Wow. People love this podcast because it's so real.
Yes. Tis, in fact.
It is, tis.
Alright,
tis.
let's go watch this weird
let's
garbage.
Let's go watch this fucking this fucking shit abortion of a movie.
No.
Little Monsters, Middle Monsters.
I know this movie is at least entertaining.
Yeah, me too.
So, I'm looking forward to watching it.
I can't wait to watch it either.
Let's go.
All
Let's
right,
go
goodbye.
watch it. Alright. See you after these
See you
commercial
after
messages.
these. Yeah.
Hey, Ever wonder why kids get blamed for everything just because their parents can't explain it?
Hey, I didn't do anything.
You're dead, mister.
The reason's right under your bed.
Hey, bud, the name's Maurice, and I'll catch you later. What goes on down there is every kid's fantasy. It's magic. Think of it, Rye. No teachers, no rules, no homework. And the best part is, you don't see any parents telling the kids what they can't eat.
We're the reason kids get locked in their rooms. We're the reason brothers hate their sisters. We're also the reason that parents send their kids back to camp.
Little monsters. Fred Savage, Howie Mandel. They act up when the sun goes down.
And hello, we're back!
Yay!
Woo! From
Back.
the thrilling romp that
That's
was Little
was the-
Monsters.
AKA Divorce the Movie.
Divorce. It's so true, though.
I never realized,
It's
I knew the
accurate.
parents were getting divorced, but I never realized the whole movie feels like an allegory for, like, children dealing with divorce.
Yeah,
like, the
well, it
acting
is.
out, and then, like, learning to cope and all this stuff.
Did not realize it when I was younger.
Yeah.
But now watching it as an adult, I'm like, wow, yeah.
shit.
Holy shit. This
There
is
was
all
some
about...
good, there was some great dialogue between the parents, too, while they're fighting.
Oh my god.
All you want from me is my paycheck. Well, that's not all I want from you, but that's
all
all
I
I
get.
get. Mister, I have a headache.
I have a headache.
Holy shit.
Ooh, wow.
That was
Yikes.
pretty savage.
Yeah. Fred and Ben. Savage.
Savage. As fuck. We did that before, didn't we?
Yeah, but I was revisiting.
Ah.
In a different way.
Soft reboot.
Yeah.
When in doubt, go soft
Remix.
reboot. Sprite remix?
Yes.
Do you remember Sprite remix? Yeah. Disgusting.
That's so good.
Yeah, whatever. Says the lady who likes Surge.
Surge is bomb.
Surge is bomb.
Surge.
Is bomb. Surge is life.
That's right. SurgeisBomb.com.
Anyway. Oh God, no. Are we traveling back in time?
Yes, we are.
Surge is the bomb diggity.
No diggity, no doubt.
Oh, I like the way you work it.
With Surge.
Surge. I like the way you surge it.
No
No
dig.
diggity. No doubt. Oh, God.
Anyway,
That
so...
reminds me of fucking during this movie. Heather all of a sudden is like, I miss 3D Doritos. Now, hold on a second. Okay, so it wasn't totally out of nowhere.
Yeah, no,
There was a
thank you.
part where Fred Savage. Kevin Arnold. There was a part where Kevin Arnold was, what would you do? There was a part where Fred Savage was creating a trap for Maurice, so he put Doritos in like a circle around his bed. More of a rectangle around his bed. And I was like, oh, remember when Dorito packaging looked like that? Because it's the old,
Yeah.
whatever bag they had back in 1989. And Heather's just like, I miss 3D Doritos.
I do.
Holy shit. They were disgusting.
No, they were delicious.
No, they were not.
You were wrong, sir.
I think in this instance your nostalgia is clouding. I'm telling you,
No.
3D Doritos were not that good.
I ate the fuck out of those.
And
I
that's
loved
why there's
them
none
so
left.
much. Yeah.
If you had saved some,
And that's why I'm so fat. It's
hey
'cause
Heather,
I
the
ate all
90s
the
called. They
3D
want their
Doritos.
snacks back. I don't know. Wait, so that there'll be more in the future.
Wow.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Oh my god, stop.
All right. Anyways,
So yeah.
Little Monsters. Yeah. So, fucking yeah. Pretty dark.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty
Again, one of those doesn't pull any punches kids films.
Yeah, for sure.
Wasn't actually. Remember before remember the before part of the podcast? Remember when that happened? Wasn't that awesome? We were talking about, or I was saying that it was like The Witches. Okay,
Okay.
number
Yeah.
one, still not like I still think The Witches might be one of the most just frightening fucking movies of all time.
Well, yes.
Ever I revisited it. This actually, because I was thinking in that mindset that it's going to be like The Witches, where we're going to watch and be like, how the fuck did kids watch this? Blah blah. Wasn't quite that bad. Now, two instances were that one Snick or whatever, Snick, whatever the
Snick.
fuck his name was. he was kind of gross, and then
Yeah,
Boy
he
was nasty.
Boy, yeah.
But the other monsters, I'm watching them and the close up, and
Yeah,
they're not that bad.
Yeah.
The pumpkin one I remembered being scarier, and I was like, that's not actually that scary. So it wasn't quite on Witch's level.
No. No, for grossness, no.
No. And there wasn't a lot of menace, not other than, like, towards the end, but I mean, they were more mischievous than they were, like, mischievous and hurtful. Yeah. Like, I remember, for instance, watching Gremlins and always being like, oh yeah, they're causing mischief, but they're also, like, it's like murderous mischief. But with this, it was, you know, just pure shenanigans, you know, hiding remote controls and doing other... Yeah. Well, I mean, as in, like, the kids didn't have anything to worry about. The monsters weren't there to, like, kill them or anything.
Right.
In fact, the monsters didn't really have a reason for doing what they were doing.
No, they were just doing it for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Really. But...
It's kind of weird. Like, they would build all those,
had
like...
a reason.
Well, Maurice was trying to, like, turn Fred Savage into a monster to deliver over to that boy guy.
Yeah. Well,
which I never realized as a kid. So how much of that do you think was him pretending to be friends with him until he actually became friends with him? At what point do you think he really actually became friends with him?
I want to say probably, like, a little bit before Snick got at him.
Okay.
Like, when he first met Snick and almost went up to Boy's room.
Yeah. When Snick was going to throw him over the thing.
Yeah. I think around there, maybe a little bit before that.
I think
a little bit before that.
That was funny, too, when Snick's holding him and he's like, oh, I could break his neck, you know. Like, was that supposed to be a tough guy thing? Because it's like, no shit, you're 3 times the size of Fred Savage. So, you easily, and you probably got weird monster strength, you could easily snap his neck. Yeah. Like, what kind of a... That just seemed weird to me. Like, oh, I could break his neck, you know. Sure, yeah. I do know that. Thanks, fucking obvious.
Yeah. But I won't, because Boy doesn't want a broken toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. The inherent innuendo
pedophilia
and pedophilia / rape.
Oh man, this
stuff.
movie was afflicted with pedophilioma so bad that it needs to call Fred Larson.
Yeah.
But holy
that's
shit,
kind of messed up.
Yeah. There was the part where Snick was saying something to him about doing what Boy wanted, or doing when Boy needs a favor, you have to do it, and the other monster was like, I tried, but my knee started to hurt so bad, or something. I'm just like, what?
And we're like, what?
Is he making the monsters fillet him?
Yeah.
Fillet fish?
That was weird.
Yeah.
And just like, I don't know.
Saying that he gets lonely and he needs a pal and all.
Yeah,
it's just weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is very weird.
A fuck toy is what
toy.
you're saying.
My God.
Like, you need a pal. Pal is code word for fuck toy.
Jesus Christ, Heather, I've had tons of pals and I've never thought of it as a code word for fuck toy.
No, from Boy.
I thought you were saying, you know...
No, from the character.
I thought you were saying
Jesus.
it is like, in the world... The general, like, code is, you call someone your pal, it means you want to fuck them.
No, we're talking about the fucking movie.
Okay.
Zach.
Oh.
So, from Boy, coming out of Boy's mouth, pal...
Coming out of Boy's... I hate that the character's name is Boy.
I hate that, too. It's awful.
Coming out of Boy's mouth.
Yeah, coming out of Boy's mouth.
If you want this boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll.
Oh my god! That's... Oh my god, Boy is Nightman! Boy is Nightman!
Oh my god! Oh, we cracked the fucking case! Fuck. Okay, that's it. End of podcast. Boy is Nightman. If you've ever seen the wildly popular FX sitcom Always Sunny in Philadelphia, then you know Boy is Nightman. Charlie is clearly having visions of Boy.
Yeah. I think this was a biopic, and Fred Savage was playing the part of Charlie.
Yeah. Then who's the Dayman?
Who's the Dayman? Dayman, Maurice, I guess.
Did he know karate?
Like, saves him? I don't know.
Was he a master of karate?
Or maybe... I don't know, maybe Dayman is just the combination of all the kids with all the lights.
Maybe they're really referring to Dayman Wayans. Or maybe Matt Dayman?
Terrible.
I know it was, I'm sorry. So, getting back to other aspects of the movie, Daniel Stern, throughout this entire movie, wears my grandmother's old glasses. No exaggeration, I think she had the same fucking style. They are huge.
Yeah.
Did you also know that
They were very
he's got
similar
this...
to my dad's old glasses, too.
Did you also notice that he had this shitty, I'm a middle executive that clearly saw the movie Wall Street, and so I'm dressing with suspenders
Yeah.
and that same tie, and I was just like, because that's what he looked just like fucking, Michael Douglas in Wall Street, other
Yeah.
than the slick back hair.
Right.
And I was just like, holy shit. Like, is
Yeah.
that what they think businessmen, like, or in the 80s, maybe I'm wrong, did everyone just wear fucking suspenders? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of a stupid look, but okay.
I like that there's no purpose to the monster. I think it was just like the monsters get off on like children getting yelled at. So
Yeah.
like they cause them to get yelled at, like
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of
like the
interesting.
bike thing.
It was kind of interesting that they didn't try to give it a reason for being like with Monsters Inc., which is very similar.
Yeah.
This movie was very similar to Monsters Inc., or I should say Monsters Inc. is very similar to this.
Yeah. Yeah, it was yeah.
But unlike
Less
that, they're not
sinister.
trying to get the scream. They're just trying to... I would agree that this movie is way less sinister than Monsters Inc. You're right.
No. I'm saying Monsters Inc. is less sinister.
Oh.
But I get
Oh, no, I was just fucking with you.
No, I'm thinking about it, and, you know, Monsters, Inc., the whole thing is that they go in and immediately scare the kid and then leave.
Yes.
They don't cause any other mischief or anything.
Well, Monsters Inc. being like it was what I meant was Monsters Inc. They have that place where they have a door to all the kids.
Yes,
and
no,
all
I
the-
know.
It started
I was
that.
just thinking about it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause at least with Monsters, Inc., though, they had, like, a purpose for it. That's how they, like, get their energy source for their world.
Jesus Christ. 2 minutes ago, I said that's
Yeah.
why I started talking about Monsters Inc.
I know. I know, and I'm going back to that, and I'm thinking about it more.
I like it better that this didn't, though. Like you said, there's no
Yeah.
point to it.
Yeah, there's no point. It's just, you know, funny mischief, and the monsters basically get off on the kids getting yelled at.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's basically what Maurice said. He's just like, we really just
Enjoy it.
delight in you. Your pain is our happiness.
Yeah.
Your suffering is our happiness.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. I still don't understand how or why the bully ended up helping
Holy
them.
fuck,
I
there
don't
was
get it.
no explanation
I don't fucking get it.
whatsoever. Okay?
Like, why
they
was
set
Buzz
the bully
there?
up as an asshole. And, oh, yeah, apparently the bully was, you said,
His Buzz from
Buzz
Home
from
Alone.
Home Alone, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that all those years I've been watching this movie.
He always plays a bully, apparently.
Right? But yeah, the bully is fucking set up as, you know, an antagonist early on in the movie. Because Fred Savage throws his brother's lunch out the window and it ends up hitting the bully and all that, and he's a jerk at the school. And then, so one of the times with Maurice, they visit him and they piss in his apple juice and they put...
And I
they
totally
fucking shit on a
remembered that,
sandwich.
too. I'm like,
No, I know.
oh, yeah!
Yeah. I didn't mean they
That's
shit on a
right.
sandwich. They put,
oh my god, they put cat food in
yeah.
a sandwich. That I didn't remember, but I totally, like, a little bit before it happened, I was like, oh my god, they're gonna piss in his fucking
Yeah.
apple juice.
Someone pissed in my apple juice. Like, how the fuck do you know what piss tastes like, you little fucking dirt grub? But so, yeah, so there's all that, and then all of a sudden, I thought maybe I was wrong. I was like, oh, maybe they don't meet. Maybe the bully doesn't join them at the end, because it's Fred Savage, that redhead chick that he likes, the smart science girl, and his brother's friend.
Yeah.
And they go down
Toad.
there with all the... Toad, yeah. They go down there with all the lights and everything.
Yeah.
And
They go to save
try to get him and they fail.
the brother, yeah.
And then they leave.
Them to leave and come back.
Yeah, they leave and decide to go get even more lights. And then there's one scene where Maurice shows up at the bully's house. What was his name? Not Buzz. It was
Ronnie.
Ronnie. He goes, "Hey, Ronnie." Nothing. Don't even show Ronnie waking up.
Nothing else.
Cut to the kids putting all the stuff together, showing up back in the monster world, right back where they were, at the bottom of, not at the bottom of Boy's staircase, at the top, whatever, ready to face him. They're wearing suits made out of floodlights, and then cue Ronnie drops. He's carrying the batteries for all the lights, wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess he just
decided.
I don't understand. I don't know what they did to get him to come. I don't understand.
And then he's like, "This is great."
Yeah, and then when they find
he was even willing
Ben
to
Savage
turn
at the end,
into a monster.
Yeah, and then when they find Ben Savage at the end, it's like, "Oh, Eric, we found you," and he's all like, "Oh, Eric, thank God, man, yeah." Like, what the fuck? All of a sudden, you're best friends? I don't understand.
No,
I get it.
No, get the fuck out of here. That was the weirdest. Everything else was not as weird as that.
I also, having watched it again, I felt wicked bad for Ronnie. Because first of all, so we call him a bully, right? Because he goes up and he's like, who's the one that threw this food at me? But what happens? He basically picks up the part of the food that hit him with the mustard on the whatever lunch meat it was. And he's like, "Oh, you want this back?" And then Fred Savage gets all up in his face. The bus stops. He falls and all his shit falls on him.
Yeah.
When does he never ends up doing anything bad?
And the mustard, yeah.
Yeah, and then
he threatens and whatnot, and he's like...
Yeah, okay, and then here's the other thing, right?
Rude.
So, right, okay, and here's the other thing. Every time anybody sees him, they're all like, "Oh, you're fucking fat, you're fucking Sasquatch, because you're big and fat, and I bet you ate that other kid." And, everyone's making fun of this everyone's making fun of this poor kid. Who's a little bit taller and a little bit chunkier than all the other kids his age. Fucking poor kid, of course he's going to turn to a bully because everyone's making fun of him.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
I was that fucking kid. There's pictures of me, not to turn this into fucking Zach's fucking Sweet Chuck tear time, but there was, I don't know, but there was a time where I have pictures, from when I was in Cub Scouts. For some reason, I was in 3rd grade and the other kids were in 2nd grade, but I'm way bigger.
You are, yeah.
And thicker than the other kids. And I'm just I know what that kid felt like. It never made me bully anybody, but still.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the only bully I've ever actually felt bad for in a movie where I was like, "Oh, that poor kid."
Aww.
I think also because, again, other than the threatening, they don't show him
doing
anything bad.
Yeah.
He doesn't hit anybody. He doesn't...
Yeah.
He gets comeuppance for nothing right from the beginning. He's the one that got the fucking lunch thrown at him. He doesn't know if they did it on purpose or not.
Right.
Who's Eric? and then they fucking piss in his apple juice?
Yeah.
They piss in my apple juice. They piss in your apple juice.
What is that from? I know
The Big Lebowski.
Yes, thank you.
Fucking piss on my rug. They pissed on your rug. Piss on my rug. That apple juice really tied the lunch together. That was supposed to be a rim shot, by the way. It sounded more like we were enacting 50 Shades of Grey in here or something.
Wow.
It sounded like a whip crack. Crack that whip. Nip slip. Chips Ahoy. Nips Ahoy. Nips Ahoy!
Nips Ahoy.
Oh, Nipsey Russell. Russell Simmons. Def Jam Comedy Hour.
Okay. All done.
Def Jam Vendetta.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Sorry. I like to play free association with words. No, words with friends. No, word associate. I have a problem.
It's okay, honey. It's okay. We all love you.
So, back to that felt good. Back to Riddle Monsters. Middle Monsters? Little Monsters? Little Monsters.
Are you
on
okay?
Yes.
Is
this... If you ask if I smell toast again, I am going to be very upset and I'm going to go cry.
But you don't smell it, though, right?
No.
Okay. I didn't ask you if you did.
Anyways, so yeah, Little Monsters. Yeah, let's get to some of our notes. Oh yeah, the movie started out in black and white with those like really somber
it was really
credits.
Weird.
And it was like Fred Savage pulling a Wonder Years thing almost, where he's like, "When we moved that summer, I begged my parents not to move, but and I never had a the only friend I had that year was Maurice." Blah blah,
Yeah.
Fred Savage eats peanut butter and onion sandwich.
Oh, fucking gross.
Because that's disgusting.
What the fuck, man?
Oh my god.
Like,
that was gross.
Peanut butter and onion?
Yeah, that was pretty messed up.
Oh, just thinking about that makes me want to vomit.
Yeah. That was pretty gross. The bus driver.
The bus driver.
Get back in your seats or I'll destroy every one of you.
Destroy every one of you.
I wish that bus drivers really said that.
Oh
that was
God.
amazing.
She was the
Get
best
back
bus
in your
driver
seats or I'll
ever.
destroy every one of you. That was great.
And I swear she stopped the bus short on purpose.
Oh, on purpose, just to fuck with Ronnie. Yeah.
Yes.
When Fred Savage gets pantsed and that monster looks at him salaciously and is like, "Nice ass."
Nice ass.
That was a little fucked up. Man's best friend, his right hand. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, there were a lot of, like...
Innuendos.
Can
I just tell you?
And just, like, fucked up shit.
This is gonna sound weird with all the weird shit in this movie, but... And right before it happened, I knew it, too, because I remembered. When he turns his hand into a dog to eat the homework, okay? That scares me more than any other makeup or anything else in this movie.
Really?
Something about that fucking dog hand scares the shit out of me. And I remembered that because I was like, oh, it's going to do the dog hand thing. You know why I think? You know why? Because it has no eyes. They've said before, there's something psychological about, something very alien about a creature with no eyes. That's why in Alien they chose to have it have no eyes, because it's creepier.
Yep.
I think that's what it is. The weird mouth and it's shiny, wet looking, and like it has no eyes. Oh my God.
No, I can see that.
It just, for some reason, just freaks me out.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah. And I did like that part, too, because she fucking pulls out the report. Oh, dog must have chewed it up. And Ronnie's there with, you don't even have a dog!
Have a dog!
Like,
you fucking rat bastard. Shut up!
It was kind of funny, though.
I know, but
because
how do you
wonder,
know?
like, why the fuck did she say that? Why not just be like, I don't know what happened to this? Why would you even say, my dog must have chewed it up if you don't fucking have a dog? That's a weird thing to say, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not wrong, right? Isn't that a weird thing to be like, I guess my dog...
You don't even have a dog.
Yeah. Well, I would have said the same thing. I'd been like, what dog? You're a liar. You're a lying little bitch.
Yeah. You would have ratted her.
Go back to bed
Ratted
so
her out.
Fred Savage can creepily come in your room and watch you sleep.
I know. And then Maurice is all like breathing on her, and he's like, like being all gross.
Yeah, well,
That was weird.
That's just Howie Mandel. Didn't you ever see him on Deal or No Deal where he's like, you want to take the deal? I want to see what the banker wants. Or was that just...
Oh, Howie Mandel.
Is that not how it happened? I don't know.
No, not how it happened. It's a little classier.
Yeah, he's the same way on, like, America's Got Talent. He's like,
I think you very much had talent, Miss America.
Wow.
I've never
Miss
actually watched
America?
Yeah, America's Got Talent. Clearly, isn't it about him and America Ferrara from Ugly Betty? And it's basically she, every week, right? She's like, this week I'm going to do juggling. And he's like,
Oh, it's very talented.
And then she's like, this week I'm going to learn horseback riding.
Oh, it's very talented.
Oh my god.
That's not the show?
No, it's not.
What the fuck am I thinking of then?
I don't know.
Oh, anyways. So, reviews?
So reviews. Yes. Reviews.
We got a good one and a bad one?
Yes. We'll
You
start
want
with
to
the
do them
bad
both,
one.
or you want to do...
No, you can read the other one.
You sure? Okay.
Yeah, I'll read the bad one.
Okay. Yeah, because that's more fun.
No, I just figure, read the bad one first, get that out of the way, and then end on, like, a...
Oh, no.
note.
I meant you want to read that one because that one's more fun to read. Is what I'm saying. That's
No,
why
I
you
know.
picked that one, is what I was saying.
Yeah. All right. This one is entitled So Bad You Can't Miss It. And it's got 4 stars.
Ooh.
Little Monsters is a revolting, quote-unquote, comedy about a young boy, Brian, played by the one-dimensional Fred Savage, who ventures under his bed to discover a world of monsters, befriending the equally unfunny Howie Mandel. Movie starts with Savage's parents' marriage on the rocks, but by chance, Savage finds out there really are monsters under his bed. He meets Maurice, Mandel, and soon they begin to journey into the laughably stupid world of monsters that is apparently under everyone's beds. I'll be sure to check tonight. The two play some rather lame practical jokes on other people and some stupid games. After a practical joke on a girl he knows, Brian decides he wants no more and doesn't want to go back.
No, that is not when he decided that.
I know.
Sorry.
Meantime, in Monsterland, Snick, Rick Ducommun... I don't know how to pronounce that.
Ducommun Sergeant.
And his boss, quote-unquote, Boy. I like how Boy does not get his actor name.
No.
Wanted Brian and decide to kidnap his brother, to no surprise played by Ben Savage. Brian gathers some kids, a nerd, his girl, and eventually a fat bully.
See? Fucking poor Ronnie.
And with flashlights that hurt the bad guys, go to get his brother back. Soon they have a showdown with quote-unquote Boy.
Why does he keep putting quotes around Boy's name?
I don't know. I don't understand. Yet another creepy, stupid character who is quite disturbing to look at and hear talk. The gang manages to defeat them with some illumination just in time to return home and not turn into monsters. This movie is truly bad and only funny because it is so bad. Back in '92, a friend said it was funny. He was wrong. There is almost nothing funny about any of the crap they pull in this movie, presumably meant for kids and rather disgusting in many ways. Howie Mandel is one of the most unfunny people in Hollywood and is only staying in the spotlight due to late-night TV allowing him to do bits.
What?
This was written in 2004.
Oh, okay.
Savage is, as in all his movie roles, is one-dimensional with that haircut borrowed from the Wonder Years to boot. What the fuck?
Wait a minute.
I grew up with the Wonder Years.
I'm sorry, can I just wait? This guy's mad because Fred Savage's presumably real hair that he had in the Wonder Years is the same hair he has now.
Yep, his actual hair. I grew up with the Wonder Years, so watching Savage is always a hoot. Daniel Stern is totally wasted in this film as Brian's dad. He was better in the Wonder Years as just a voice.
Jesus Christ.
Only one part seems to stand out as funny, when Leader Boy... Oh, this isn't quote-unquote Boy.
No.
When Leader Boy... It's not even capitalized, it's just when Leader Boy gets his face melted off and begins to talk.
Which, by the way, was not a funny part at all.
Nope, not funny. Savage, of course, screams like a girl, which is quite amusing.
What the fuck?
Wow. Overall, I would avoid this if you're looking for good writing and comedy, although I admit every time it's on, I have to watch this train wreck and get a laugh.
But
it is that stupid. So it's not funny, but it's funny.
Out of 10 stars. Why would he... Wow. Yeah, right? This person's all over the place.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Boy. Quote-unquote Boy.
Quote-unquote
and then Leader Boy.
Oh, man. I don't know if we can top that.
Wow.
I have more than expected.
All
10 stars.
Yeah,
all the stars. Gave 10 stars. Little Monsters is a funny and moving family comedy that reminds me of my childhood days when I first saw the movie. So Little Monsters reminds him of when he saw Little Monsters. I can't say that's wrong. I thought that the cast was perfect, the script was hilarious, and the special and makeup effects were outstanding. Ben Brian Stevenson, Fred Savage, was just moved into a new house with his parents and little brother Eric, Ben Savage. He has no friends and is not doing well with grades. Did they say that?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That is until he discovers that a monster named Maurice has invaded his room. He starts out scared of Maurice, but quickly becomes best friends with him. Maurice takes Brian to a world of monsters under his bed and shows him the time of his life. Brian finds out that the world is ruled by an evil monster, Frank Whaley, who terrorizes people and has not been seen lately. What?
Yeah.
Together, Brian and Maurice embark on an adventure of a lifetime to put this monster away. Fred Savage, The Wonder Years, Howie Mandel, Bobby's World, Ben Savage, Boy Meets World, Rick Ducommun, Blank Check, Scary Movie, Frank Whaley, Pulp Fiction, Field of Dreams, Devin Ratray, Home Alone 1 and 2, Daniel Stern, The Wonder Years. Directed by Richard Greenberg of R. Greenberg Associates in New York, who designed titles to movies and optical effects. What the fuck?
I don't know.
This movie is a must. Wait, where did it go?
This movie is a must-see.
This movie is a must-see for sure. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I just,
And that was the best review for it.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah. That was great. Alright, so I'm going to call the question. Did it hold up, Zach?
Yeah. Yeah, I still like this movie.
Yeah.
I definitely liked it.
For all its weirdness.
Yeah, for all its weirdness. I mean, there's really no point to it, I guess.
No.
Unless it's supposed to be about divorce and whatnot, and you know.
Yeah. Grayson liked it.
Yeah, I was gonna say our 3-year-old liked it, so I mean, I guess if
what
a
he paid
3-year-old was
attention
still
to.
interested
Yeah.
in it, you know, then I guess it was pretty good. Yeah, no, I definitely thought it held up. Thought it was a decent little flick.
Yeah. Alright.
All right. What are we doing next week?
What are we doing next week? I don't know.
Well, let's see. This is, again, our first fan submitted idea. Thanks again to Tony Levesque. You better listen to this and share the fuck out of it, since we did your shitty little stupid movie.
Oh, no.
Next week, I don't know. What do you feel like diving into?
I don't know.
Should we leave it up in the air as a surprise?
Yeah, we'll leave it as a surprise.
Well, we'll leave it as a surprise.
Surprise,
we'll
we
figure it out
don't
and
know
let
yet.
you guys know. Okay? Until then, I'm Zach.
And I'm Heather.
And we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
I heard you want to be
Hedito Bendito.
like me. You do? Then you must sing the Bandito song. Let's sing together. You just follow the bouncing Fritos corn chips bag. Ay, 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 ay. I am
Hedito Bendito?
I like Fritos corn chips. I love them, I do. I want Fritos corn chips. I'll get them from you. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, I am the...
Hedito Bendito.
Give me Fritos corn chips and I'll be your friend.
Hedito Bendito.
You must not offend. Now, boys and girls, you are
Hedito Bendito?
too. You sing the
Heatherito Bendito.
song and you loco for crunchy Fritos corn chips. That's nice. Munch, munch, munchy, munchy Fritos.